Welcome to Mystifying Forests.
No, the clearing of Mystifying Forest. And that's not the name of the game. It's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Darkness. And we are still doing the post-game. In fact, we're trying to graduate. And look, Teddiursa.
It's our friends.
Are they our friends? I think they're our mortal enemies. We don't, you know what, we don't see Team Skull again after this point. And they just kind of, I mean, they really weren't that much of a nuisance, but it kind of would be nice to have at least one more, encounter with them.
It'd be nice to have a battle with them.
Yeah.
But
I will admit, from what I've only played like a little bit of it, but from what I've played, the team in Blue Rescue Team is definitely a better villainous team than this team. I think Team Meanies is definitely better than Team Skull.
I think that might have actually been what won me over as far as what I liked about both games. Whoa!
And we're in a pit, surprisingly, and I think this is a pitfall orb he mentions that uses this, or that creates this.
Huh.
Was that? Yeah, pitfall, or a pitfall trap, not orb.
Yeah, well, it'd be pretty much the same thing. But, uh-oh. The top's being covered. Wouldn't we be buried?
No, we can't see now.
Oh, man, this is not good. Mwahaha. Wait, could this be the...
It's the Grandmaster of all bad things, or things bad.
Oh, goodness. Oh, no, we're gonna have to do a battle, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Actually,
wait, what?
Fun fact. All of the 5 missions I mentioned for the post-game involve a boss battle. At the end of them. At least one. It's kind of cool.
I just saw a music note.
Did you now? But wait! Yes, it's the guild.
Whoa!
Here's the thing, though. If all of them are involved in this, if the graduation test is this, wouldn't they all already know that the whole guild is involved? Because they're all taking a part in it. Like, let's say one of the other ones want to graduate. They already know the surprise.
Oh, Bidoof. Hey, we don't have to battle Bidoof. Wait, do we?
No, we don't get to battle Bidoof. Bidoof was supposed to move the cover, but he screwed up and released the cover. Either way, though, Wigglytuff is not one to just abandon his mission.
Can you please tell us what's going on? Who's Wigglytuff? Oh boy.
I have to commend Wigglytuff for staying in character. It's pretty good acting.
Yes.
But yeah, if you couldn't guess, we are gonna fight the guild, and this really, I think, total HP they probably are more is probably more than Dialga.
Yeah, this battle was actually a lot harder for me my first try around than the battle with Dialga was, but as you know, Mega, it took me a while to beat Dialga, so.
Oh, we have Discharge. I will admit, do take care. Having Reviver Seeds will be definitely useful here. Obviously, Wigglytuff is going to be your toughest character here, simply because, he's the strongest of the bunch. I'd also recommend, I love how they play the minigame music here. I also started off with a Violet Seed, which is always, it's good to use the Violet Seed first sometimes, because no one else will move, and they have to move to attack you usually anyway.
Yes. Except maybe Sunflora.
I think
does Razor Leaf go in a line just like the other move?
And already Corphish is dead. No, I think it's Dugtrio and Diglett might be able to because of their like Earth moves. Yeah.
Oh, Birth Power. Yeah, that one's gonna be a difficult one.
Obviously Discharge is gonna be a really great help here. For the most part, though, again, really, I'd really say just Wigglytuff is your biggest challenge, and just being aware of having multiple foes here.
Oh, jeez. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, most of them get taken out in one hit, but Wigglytuff will take a little bit. Also, he has, I think it's Double Slap, we'll see, and that can definitely be tricky, because it's like, any move that just keeps hitting you over and over is definitely not, and he has Sing,
too.
Sing.
Did you use Scope Lens with Chimchar?
Yeah, he has Scope Lens.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? I didn't receive the move.
I'm pretty sure that was the Double Slap move.
Okay. But yeah, see, not too difficult. Definitely be cautious here, though.
Yes. Everyone, run away! Where's Bidoof?
He died.
Wow. That was dumb.
What, me? Or them?
No, the graduation ceremony.
Well, it was supposed to be a challenge of strength and skill, but Bidoof screwed
Speed,
it up.
agility, and guts.
I would, but we should focus on Teddy Ursa, because actually this is an important scene.
Yes. Oh, a link box. No, never mind. I'm kidding. It's not a link box. That's a treasure box. A creepy feeling.
I like how Ursaring and Teddy Ursa, two fairly minor characters in town, play an important role in here. It's kind of cool to see some other characters getting a spotlight.
What's their important role here?
They're here.
They're stating that the box is very suspicious, which we probably could have figured out. But I'm gonna open it. But you're gonna open it.
No, I'm gonna use my dimensional. Yeah.
Wait, what? That still applies? We saved the future.
Yeah, but I still have it. It's just because I used it to save the future, but just because it wasn't granted the power because the future was screwed up. I always had it because I'm awesome.
Wigglytuff.
Yeah.
What's Wigglytuff doing here?
Wigglytuff placed the chest.
Oh. That's kind of hacks, honestly. Takes away from the mystery behind the box.
To be fair, though, it was kind of a cool graduation in the way he set it up. It just kind of Bidoof screwed everything up. And yep, perfect apple.
Perfect apple. Actually, wait.
What?
Wow. What is going on?
And yeah, remember Luminous Springs actually can help Pokemon evolve, but sunlight wasn't shining down. Now, I guess the only explanation is time starting to return to this area, so now Luminous Spring actually has its power back, which means Pokemon can now evolve here.
Oh, this must be where a time gear was, maybe.
No, it just remember some areas just lost their time, and it's taking a while for all of them to get back to being normal. So it doesn't have a time gear.
That would be a perfect spot for a time gear, though, just the way it's positioned.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not. Evolution. What is that?
Here's the thing.
They don't teach that in my school.
Oh my god, the flashbacks. They're not over. But
Luminous Spring, what were they talking about?
Here's the thing that's interesting about how the Pokemon react to evolution. They're interested in it, but they don't really... I don't know. It's like they're baffled by it, but they're also kind of into doing evolution. They don't realize that some Pokemon are, like, Wigglytuff's evolved. They don't realize that. And then, I don't know, it's just... And the way this works, it kind of pokes fun at that, how the Pokemon react to evolving and stuff. It's just kind of awkward in general. And you'll see what I mean in a second. But anyway, Teddy Ursa is going to try and evolve. Now, I don't... Have you actually evolved Pokemon? Because,
yes.
Okay. Do you need to be at a certain level as well before you use the Luminous Springs? I assume...
I'm not sure about the level. I think some Pokemon require an item, too.
Yeah, that makes sense, because some Pokemon in the game do. But, like, can at this point anyone, no matter regardless of level, evolve, or...
I don't know. I honestly couldn't answer that 100%. I'd be certain... I could be kind of certain that you have to be at least a little experienced. Like, Pikachu couldn't just be, like, level 5 and evolve. But I'm not sure about that.
Could try looking up, but it doesn't really explain it here at all. At this point, you can evolve other Pokemon, like, in your roster, if you're able to, so you can come here to evolve them. And yeah, there's 2 Ursa-rings now, which is why, like, they're both called Ursa-ring, and it's confusing.
Yes. One of these Ursa-ring doesn't belong here. Alright, Pikachu. Time for me to evolve.
To be fair, though, he needs a Thunderstone, I would assume.
No, impossible.
Yeah, he needs a Thunderstone.
Why can't... Requirements? No. That is not it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a Thunderstone. He does need a Thunderstone to evolve.
But why can't I evolve?
Yeah, basically, and this is kind of foreshadowing the eventual plot of sorts of the post-game. There is something wrong with space.
Space. First it was time, Dialga. Now it's space. Interesting.
Oh man,
And I'll let you guys decide what that means.
It's Whooper.
It's Whooper is causing a distortion.
Suddenly,
yeah, his eyes do cause a distortion.
Whooper is the best. It's like I'm gonna have a team of all Whoopers. When I get Pokemon Black and White or Black 2, I'm gonna get Black 2. I'm gonna find a Whooper and just make a team of Whoopers. At least one Whooper. I think I'm gonna use at least one Whooper and never evolve it. It's always gonna be Whooper. Anyway, yeah, you can go back there and evolve your other Pokemon, but we, at the moment, until we finish the post-game, will not be able to evolve.
Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but that's how it is. Okay. We're not celebrating.
Yeah,
of course we're not celebrating, it's just...
If anyone has any more information on it, like what you need items and like evolution and all that, I can't really find any information on it. I don't really explain it here. Maybe they explain if you go back to the spring. You don't remember, do you, at PTM?
I honestly can't. I'm trying to figure this out.
Are you looking up too?
Yeah, you have... Well, there's an initial requirement to evolve any Pokemon, which we know about. But, yeah. There's certain items. A lot of Pokemon need to hold a certain item.
Well, I know that, but I don't know if... where you even get those items. Like, do they have Thunderstones in this game?
Ooh, good question. Alright.
Anyway,
keep our viewers occupied. I'm gonna look that up super quick.
Wiggly stuff is still... did I say wiggly stuff?
Wiggly stuff.
Wiggly Tuff is still... the whole guild is denying that they were actually involved in the graduation. But that said, we are now graduating, which means quite a few things. Doesn't mean we're going to be getting more money, though, because we still are affiliated with the guild, so we still have to give them some of the cut. But
we have to pay our taxes.
But what it does mean, it really doesn't mean too much, actually. It does mean a few things. One, we no longer will be sleeping at the guild. We actually will have our own kind of base of sorts, and that will be at Sharpedo Bluff, which is where Pikachu's house was. So that's where we're going to be starting all of our, waking up, and that's where we're going to be doing... You don't really do anything there, but it's just where you go. It also will unlock a few dungeons and places. For example, you can now go straight to... Luminous Springs, and you can go straight to the Hot Springs. And it does unlock another dungeon, which I'll get to when it's relevant. I think it's in this video still, maybe next video.
It says it's the same requirements as the normal games, including some of the item requirements. But we can't actually evolve until cough. We have to beat the game.
Well, we knew that, but
yeah. So
you don't need to be a level then, I guess.
It said the same requirements as the normal game, so I'm gonna assume there's like an invisible level minimum.
Well, maybe the same level as it was in the regular games, which makes sense.
We had 10,000. We had 10,000. Must have been all the money we saved up from paying them.
Wow, that's nice. And we get a bigger bag, so now we have I think 6 item slots in our bag, and I think that was
still not gonna be enough.
Well, it's a lot nicer, but you obviously, as soon as you get more, you store more in there, then you get back pretty much the same amount of extra room as you had before. And,
right.
Yeah, you now sleep here and you save here. I don't think there's anything else, and I love this music here that plays in this.
That's a little tedious though now.
I don't know, because you go right to town, it's actually almost, I feel, a little bit easier. I kind of like being in this position, personally. That said, yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. But yeah, we now have more item bag. Another thing that is going to be discussed in a bit is we do get one more important adjustment to what we can do now that we've graduated. Other than that, pretty much everything's the same thing. You also will be... and I think this only happens after you graduate. You can actually see missions on the board that will have question marks. Yes. And if you accept those missions, you will unlock another dungeon that won't be unlocked otherwise. You'll get an extra, there's random dungeons that you can only get via fighting them on the board or via Wonder Mail code or whatever.
Yeah. This is Chunsoft's way of filling out the rest of this map we see on the top screen as well. So you can imagine like that tropical island with the palm trees is probably going to be a dungeon, something like that.
And there's actually quite a bit of extra dungeons. Not to mention, there's a ton left that aren't required in story in terms of the story. But we're not going to show all of them. There's just too many to show.
Yes.
And I love how there's now 2 Ursa rings, and they're never going to be able to tell each other apart.
Oh, time for Azurill to evolve.
No. I don't want to have more confusion. So that's Ursa ring, and that's Teddy Ursa.
You know, I'm looking at Spoink a lot differently now than I was before, because every second of Spoink's day is a constant struggle to survive.
Yes. Okay, here's the important part. Now that we have graduated, Chimecha will give us an extra power to our assembly.
Why didn't you just give us this when we first got to the guild?
Because we didn't graduate.
Special service? I'm going to give you...
No,
cupcakes.
don't. Oh, okay, well that's fine. So, yeah, actually now we can change the team leader, meaning that I won't have to lead, or my character, Chimchar, won't have to lead, and also you can pretty much have a whole team that's made up of no one but other Pokemon from the assembly. You don't need to have any... You don't need Pikachu and Chimchar on your team at this point. I still like having them just because, you know, I'm used to having them. And it's up to PTM, but I'll probably still keep me and PTM on the team. What we will be doing, though, is when PTM takes charge, he's going to be the leader, now that he can do that.
Yes.
And when I'm in charge, I'll be the leader, which won't be that many missions, because there's not much left. But, kind of...
Finally, all my hard work is being recognized.
Is it now?
I can co-captain.
And at this point also, before I mentioned there's other missions that come up for, just like I said, 5 including this one, so 4 more left of the post-game. A lot of that requires at this point to take like an extra mission and then, and then you have to activate an event. So basically at this point, we have to do just one random mission on the board, and you can also do the minigame whenever now. But you have to do one mission on the board, and then to acquire the next mission, which we'll see in the next video.
Krogunk thought we would fail.
Well, Krogunk sucks. But, basically, and it increases. Like, this one, I think, is 1 day that you have to do a mission. I think the next one after that is 2 days, and then there's 3 days of missions before you can go to the next story post-game mission. So that will be a factor. And one more important thing, this team... Zero Isle is now available, all 4 of them. You can go there whenever, and there's actually missions that already will take you to Zero Isle if you so choose. So that is on the board.
Yep. So I think we probably won't attempt it until we're a very strong level at the very end, except for one segment of Zero Isle, which actually very interesting. We'll talk about it later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lapras is there too, so we can actually go to the Hidden Land at any point if we go to the beach.
Yep.
Yeah, and Doug Trio is just randomly listening to the ocean.
So that's
chilling with Lapras.
That's about it for the for now. Like I said, next time we'll do the next mission. You'll have to do at least one. And also, yeah, I forgot to mention, we're cutting out all dungeons that have already been shown. We're only going to show new dungeons from this point on. So I'll be cutting ahead a day after doing that mission, and the next one will be 1 day. Will be after I do a mission on this day. It will be the next day. So. I'll see you guys. We'll see you guys then.
Adios.